Happy Friday. So guys, before we start and all that give thanks and pay it forward, I want to give a big thanks to good friend Emma, who met me at 6 a.m. for a run, and then Chris, who met me for a walk. And so I was out for quite a bit, got 12k under my belt and got home literally about an hour before the rain. So just want to say a big up and thanks, because it's always a little bit easier to get up that hour in the morning if you're meeting a friend, and good to chat, blow up the cobwebs, and it was a really nice part of the day. So hopefully others have got out and enjoyed the day, and if not, hey ho, stick on a raincoat, it's just a bit of rain. But guys, here on a Friday morning to chill out, relax, shut the world outside and shut out the world. So my saying for you this Friday, Friday the 13th, is, it's only Friday the 13th, it's only a number, but the main thing is that we think about ourselves. If you think about yourself as a moving vessel, when you're moving through time, and a ship is in the water, it's not the water around the ship that actually makes the ship sink, it's the water that gets into the ship that makes the ship sink. So if you can keep people's negative thoughts away from you and try and only let in the positivity, you will find that it is easier to go through what we're all going through at the moment. So hopefully this little video of Pilates can help you relax. If not, it's just something to watch, something to giggle at, because I'm not that flexible. As much as I teach it, it's not my strongest discipline would be flexibility, and definitely not my strongest discipline to make myself do it. But I do really enjoy teaching it, because I do enjoy how you feel at the end of it. If you do try and, like I say, shut out the world, shut the doors, and just escape into yourself, and take yourself to your happy place, your happy thoughts, calm it down, think to the future. Christmas is a couple of weeks away. We're all going to be celebrating Christmas. Even if it's a virtual Christmas, you'll get to see your loved ones. You can still bring the joy to yourself on the day. You can have it by yourself, with others on Zoom. You can meet in a park, because we can all meet outside. You can find the positive in everything, guys, if you look for it. So I think that's the main thing to do, is that we're coming towards the end of the year, a unique year for most of us. And so I think, well, probably all of us, but I mean, some people like my parents they've lived through World War II, so this is just, hey ho, another one for them. But still definitely a unique year. But I think what you've got to give yourself as a positive, or what I give myself, is, you know what? We've made it through it. We're coming out the far side. Talk about the vaccine, whether it's good, bad or indifferent, there is light at the end of the tunnel, guys. That life will go back to being able to be out with your friends, meet your buddies up, and be able to hug and kiss, rather than just, as we do this morning, which was nice, running shoulder to shoulder through the park, but no hugging, no kissing, no contact, but still nice to see each other. Whereas hopefully a couple of weeks into 2021, or even before that, we can have our run and go to the local cafe and sit down together and enjoy a coffee afterwards. Whereas at the moment, we're running together and then running away. But we make it happen, guys, as best we can. Make the best out of any situation that you have, and try and always look at the positives. So remember that you're the ship, you choose what comes into your ship. So you choose whether you sink or whether you float. Try to see if that works for you, guys. Yep. And for all others, I want you to close the doors, turn out the lights, trip off the shoes, step up from your desk. It's Friday, you're doing work, and let's all stretch, relax, and more importantly, let's get some of that core work in, because it's always more difficult to do on our own. So guys, make sure that you've got space. Still no press ups this week. It's relaxation and core. So I really want to work on your flexibility, relaxing the mind and body, letting all the stresses go, and working on this core, because if your core is strong, you're strong. So get yourselves into position, guys. Make sure you've got room to roll down, so you've got room either side of you, front and back. Yep. Taking the 2 feet shoulder width apart, guys. You're going to set the body, so nice and easy. Make sure from the ankle, through the knee, through the hip, through the shoulder, you've got your straight lines. Make your gait nice and strong. So make sure the feet aren't too wide, and make sure they're not too narrow. So they should be directly under your shoulders, so you've got stable base. Rock the body forward and back. So keep the foot flat on the floor. And what I want you to do is feel the pressure points of the foot. So feel where your foot connects with the floor. So making sure that you haven't got all your weight in the heel, or you haven't got all your weight in the ball of your foot. the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot. Try and feel that your weight is evenly distributed along the base of your foot where you connect with the floor. When you find that it's normal, yeah, it feels normal, it doesn't feel like you're stressing it, be conscious of where you actually feel connected to the floor. And that way you'll find where your body is naturally sitting. So you'll know, okay, I feel the floor more on my outside of my foot, then you know that you're actually turned out. It's an indication. Hips are tight. Inside, your arch should be off the floor, but if it's touching the floor, you have a fallen arch, which would indicate why you may have some back issues. You know, ball your foot, heel your foot. You want to make sure your weight is evenly distributed, and if not, you want to be conscious where it is distributed. So nice and easy. Hold it there. Roll the shoulders back, opening up the chest, drop the shoulder blades down the back. Stretch it out. So you're opening the chest, opening up the lungs, allow them to breathe. Drop the shoulders down the back. And open the chest, drop the shoulders, set the shoulders back and down, and hold. Taking a deep breath in, fill the belly with air. And as you breathe out, pull that midsection, your belly button, as tight as you can, squeeze it into the body. Breathe it in to release. Breathe out, pull the belly button tight as you can. Breathe it in to release. So remember, when you're breathing, it's through the lungs. So breathe in, expand the lungs. So your chest, not your shoulders. Breathe out, pull it in and up as tight as you can. Working on those pelvic floor muscles. Breathe in to release. Breathe out to pull. Breathe in to release. Breathe out to pull. So what you're going to do for your core, the famous core everyone talks about, is pull it halfway. So as you breathe out, pull it as tight as you can and release it a little bit and hold some of that tension there. So you have your slight tension across the midsection here. It's not too tense that you're not holding your breath, you're holding the muscle. So your muscle is now supporting the body weight. Try to be conscious of that tension in behind your belly button at all times. And if you feel it's gone, just breathe out and give a slight pull. Nice and gently. Coming up onto your toes. And relax it back down again. So each time you come up, try to come that a little bit taller. So you're opening up the arch in the foot. Relieving the pressure on those nerve endings. They travel up to the base of the spine. So relieving any tension that you might feel in your lower back. And remember guys, if you're working from home, you are sitting a lot more often than you were 8 months ago when you had that walk to and from tube station, bus station, or even to and from work. So it is good to just get up and get moving. Still get those walks in, even if you're not going to work, you're coming home to work from your desk. Mentally, you need to get out of the environment, you need to change the scenery for your brain. And you also need to change the scenery for the mobility of the body. So get out and walk. It is harder in the darker mornings, I admit. But where there's a will, there's a way, guys. Famous phrase, upsets a lot of people, but it's so true. Take it up as tall as you can. Hold it up. And remember guys, it's the weekend. We need a break. We take a break from work on Saturdays and Sundays. Take a break from your eating. Take a break from the world. Hold it nice and strong. Nice and easy. Relax it down. Making sure your core is in tight, stabilizing. Breathe out, pull it tight. Lift up tall as you can. Hold yourself nice and strong. Reach it up. And last one guys, take a deep breath in, Breathe out, pull that midsection tight, reach up into it, hold yourself nice and strong, nice and stable. Relax it down nice and easy. Following through, guys, tuck the chin, so reach through that spine, peel open the spine, remember hands on your thighs, so you've got that support, push the bum back, so reaching down as far as you can. Remember, we've a good few to do, we're not in a rush. Breathe in as you come up, so keep it nice and slow at your own pace. Remember, everybody's interpretation of slow is very different, everybody's flexibility is very different. So push it down, reaching down. Take it as far as you can with the legs straight. Feel the stretch, and as you breathe out, come back up again. So as you feel those knees have taken enough stretch and they feel like they want to bend because the hamstrings won't go anymore, the lower back won't go anymore, you start to come back up again. Tuck the chin, so we're stretching right through the spine. Peel open the vertebrae, let the stress out. It'll pop all that air that's caught between the vertebrae. As you peel them open, we'll just release out. Nice and easy, take it back up again. Keeping it nice and slow. You should start to feel that your body's a little looser. It's allowing you to go a little further. Push back, reach down. Always breathe out and tuck the chin to start. Keep it slow, guys. Remember, the slower the better. There'll be no stretch reflex of a pullback. Your body will only go as far as it can. Bring it up nice and easy. And as you reach down, now we're going to start to bring in a 10-second hold. So take it as far as you can. Tuck the chin. Reach it down. Take it as far as you can. Hold that stretch. Nice and easy. Start to bring it back up again. Tuck the chin, reach down. Nice and easy, guys. As we reach it down, take it as far as you can this time. And this time we're going to hold it for quite a long time. So you're going to feel that stretch. Embrace the stretch. Feel the body. So you're stretching from the back of the calves. Right up through the back of the knees. Everything connects to the back of the knees. So it's going to sting and pinch. Hold it through the hamstrings. Up through the glutes and the bum, across the lower back, right through the spine. Keep the chin tucked in and hold. Take your deep breath in, breathe out and let the body just drop a little bit more, nice and gently.
nice and easy. Bend the knees, take yourself down onto your mat. Kneel it down, push the bum back onto the heels. Reach the hands in front. Nice and easy, coming back. Take it up onto the knees. Take yourself up nice and tall.
Tuck the hips under, shoulders are back. Take one leg forward, making sure the leg is straight. Push the heel forward. Nice and easy. We're going to look to stretch the hip flexor, the front of the hip and down the front of this thigh. Drop the toe as you bend the knee. Allow the body to go forward with it. And you should feel your stretch right through here. Reaching up. Hold your stretch. And at this point, guys, for the dancers out there, if you're well able to do the splits, drop into your splits and get your stretch. It's not something that I'm able to do, so I stick at this level. If you're more flexible, you're going to extend the leg back further and the other front leg forward more. And if you can, down into your splits, go into your splits. Nice and gently, nice and easy. Relax the hands. Push the front heel in so you bring your body back. Swapping over the legs. So start in your position. And remember, those of you who can do the splits, I understand some people are able to do splits on both sides, some aren't. So don't force it, but work towards it. If you can do it on one side, you do it on one side and you work to bring the other leg in. Nice and easy. Bring that front leg out nice and straight. Drop the toes as you bend the knee. Lean into it. Reach the hand up. And hold your stretch. Nice and gently relaxing the hands and gently bring yourself back. Nice and easy, guys. Taking it over onto your back. Lie it down, ready for your one leg circle.
Taking some mobility into the hips.
Lie yourself down, making sure the heels are close to the bum, so the ankle's directly under the knee. Taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to find your center, your core. So you're going to breathe out, pull tight as you rock the hips, relax it out. So feel the movement. So your lower back will be away from the floor as you breathe out and engage that core. You'll feel it more stable as it's more secure, tighter to the floor, it's got more support. This is where we hold it. So keeping that midsection nice and tight. Stabilize the hips, nice and easy. Take this leg straight up in the air. Remember guys, if the hamstring is tight, it doesn't allow it to go straight, it's fine. I keep a slight bend on it. The idea is to try and get it as straight as you can. Conscious that this opposite leg doesn't move, so you're stabilizing through your center, holding the hip, nice and gently start to draw your circle. Now guys, from sitting a lot, and you're sitting more than usual, even though your bodies may have got used to that, your hips are going to be a lot tighter from having less movement. So there's a lot more air cut in there, tendons are tighter, so you could start to feel crunching in the hip area as you bring the mobility in. It'll pop, it's not pleasant, but it's normal because things are tighter than they should be, and this is what you're bringing in, is the mobility into the hips. Nice and easy, start to draw that circle a little bit bigger, making sure you control the move. Keep it nice and slow, don't let it fall. As you open the hip, you want to pull tight on that core so it stabilizes the hips so they don't fall. One more, nice and easy, big stretch. Breathe out, open it as wide as you can. Feel that stretch, nice and easy. Bend the knee, replace the foot. Reach the legs down. Take the arms up side of the head. Full body stretch, guys. Give yourself that good morning stretch. Doesn't matter if you've already had one. Always feels good. Easy, relax it down. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Hugging the knees into the body. And then release them back for your tabletop. So your knees directly above the hip. And then be conscious, if you haven't got a mirror, that your ankles are in line with your knees. So your shins become your tabletop. Taking a deep breath in as you breathe out. Pull tight on the midsection. Press that lower back to the floor. Hands to the back of one thigh. And you're going to reach out and stretch. Keeping that midsection nice and tight. Mr. Bob is back from his run. So in case you see a strange man walking across the screen, don't get frightened.
Keep your movement nice and slow. Opening the hips, keeping that midsection tight. Nice and easy. Taking the knees together. Relax the head, neck and shoulders. Now you can keep it at this level if you want. If you're flexible enough and you feel the core is strong enough, we can take it up a level. So as you breathe out, start in your tabletop position, so make sure the knee is above the hip, ankle in line with the knee. Zip up on the lower part of the tummy, push that lower back to the floor, engage the upper part of the core, lift the head, neck and shoulders up. If you can, straighten the legs out. So we're going into our scissor kick. If you've got any problems with your lower back or hamstrings are tight, stick at the beginner's level that we were at. It's the same exercise, we switch the legs. So as you pull it in, nice hamstring stretch. Keep the core tight. Last one. Take the legs together, hold the knees to the chest and relax it down. Hold the knees in, nice and easy, rock from side to side, so you massage that lower back on the floor. Rock it easy from side to side. Moving over onto the opposite leg. Drop the feet, bend the knees, heels close to the bum. Making sure your core is tight, so pull in. Keep the heels close to the bum. Take that leg right up in the air. Point the toe. Nice and slowly start to draw the circle. Conscious that that core is nice and tight, but not too tight. Stabilizing those hips so they don't fall. And remember that foot that's on the floor, we want to make sure that leg doesn't fall out to the side, so you're not overstretching beyond your flexibility levels. Start to make that circle a little bit bigger. Making that circle as big as you can. Open up. Stretch it out. Two more. Really open up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Last one. Nice and easy. Slide those legs down, pointing your toes. Reach away, get a full body stretch. Nice and easy. Really working the core. So guys, remember, if you've got any trouble with the lower back, your core is not strong, bend the knees. If you're okay, we go with straight legs. Taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull deep on the midsection, peel yourself off the floor. Coming up nice and slow, drive through the chest, sit yourself nice and tall, so right out of that lower back. Keep the shoulders back, belly buttons tight, roll it down. Don't let yourself fall. Take it as far as you can. So remember, some can go all the way to the floor, some aren't strong enough just yet. We aim towards it. Breathe out, pull tight, no pop, no jerk. You peel the body off the floor. So your legs should never lose contact with the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Remember, each time you lift, you're breathing out. Pull that brace of a core nice and tight. Breathing in as you go down, maintaining the core so you don't fall. Control the body down. Two more. Nice and easy, last one. Roll it down. And relax. Keeping that core nice and tight. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, heels close to your bum. Lifting the toes, so rock onto the heel. So your toes are off the floor, heels on the floor. Taking your deep breath in as you breathe out. Pull deep on the midsection. Pull up under the pelvic floor. Pull it up. Squeeze the glutes and the bum. Lift up to your shoulder bridge. So you now have a straight line from the knee to the hip to the shoulder. Breathe out as you reach back. And hold your bridge. So belly button nice and tight. Lower back nice and tight. Glutes and hamstrings. Taking the body weight. Hold. Gonna hold it for a good minute, guys, so hold it for as long as you can. Stay with me. Keep the tension in the glutes and squeeze it, making sure you don't drop. Keep the belly button tight so you're holding the hips up and supporting through the glutes and the hamstrings, back of the thigh. We're nearly there. Hold it a little longer. Nice and gently, keeping the tension in the midsection from the top of your back. Roll down. Hold the knees into the chest. Nice and easy, relax it down. Drop the knees to one side. Taking it over onto all fours, guys. Ready for your bear. So abs class, core class on Sunday. Yeah, set you up for the week or finish off your week. This is very important. So your bear, making sure your knees directly under your hip and keeping your ankles in line with your knees. Making sure that your wrist, your elbow and your shoulder are in straight line. And your chest is between the hands, so your chin slightly forward. Tuck your toes under. Take your deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull the shoulder blades down the back, pull the belly button in, and just lift an inch off the floor. Hold it. Nice and easy. Relax it down. So I want you to get used to that before Sunday's class, because we're going to hold it for quite some time on Sunday and a few times. So making sure you've got your wrist directly under the elbows under the shoulder, chest between the hands. So make sure you're not back here. Make sure you've got that tabletop. Breathe out, pull the shoulder blades back, pull the belly in. So your back is now table. So you should be able to have your dinner off it. Well, if you're the table, somebody else can have their dinner off it. Breathe out. Lift the knees, hold. Nice and easy, relax it down. So get used to feeling the pressure in the heat of the hand, not the wrist, guys, because you want to make sure that you've got your pressure points and your weight distributed between the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist joint, not just sinking all into the wrist joint. So in order to make sure that you're not all in the wrist joint and it's in the heat of the hand and the weight's distributed between them, you need to make sure that those shoulder blades are down the back. So make sure you're not scrunched up in the shoulders. So before you lift, breathe out, pull the shoulder blades back and down, pull in the belly button, and then we lift. Hold it. Nice and gently relax it down. Just practice it, guys. Drop a message if there's anything that you don't understand. Last one before I let you go back to work. Sit yourself nice and tall. So right up out of your lower back, nice and tall. Open the chest. Pull that foot across. Pull the knee into the chest. Hold it in nice and tight and turn it. So get a good twist on the lower back, right into the glutes here, top of the hamstring, hold your stretch.
Nice and easy, relax it out. Gently swap the legs. Hold your stretch. Remember guys, the longer we can hold a stretch, the more beneficial it will be. And sometimes it can be quite painful for the first 20-30 seconds until the muscles accept the stretch, and then it allows you to hold it that little bit longer. Nice and gently relax it out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side. Lift the toes up, open the chest, out of your lower back. Hold. Nice and easy, guys. Wait to let that out. Bring the knees together. Hold yourself. And guys, hopefully, for anybody who's struggling with any anxieties or any stress, you know, work stress, life stress, lockdown stress, you know, all of the anxieties that are floating in the air, hopefully this helps you to calm down a little bit, shut it out for a little bit, or teach you to try and shut it out a little bit longer. But remember guys, as we said at the start, you're the ship. Only if you let water in will you sink. So if you don't let that anxiety in, if you try your best not to let it in, don't let the negative opinions of others weigh you down, you will sail through this year. Guys, I will see you on Sunday for a pure core workout. I admit now, it will not be pleasant, it will be challenging, but I bet most of you will love it. But for now guys, I want you to go and have a fantastic Friday. Chill out, takeaway night, wine night. We still are on a Friday, finish work for the week, chill out and enjoy a movie. Have a great weekend guys. See you Sunday.